Trying to get everyday tasks done, and there's people who actually don't really care about who you are but care that you're someone. It gets really disrespectful and you're like,
Hollywood's unspoken rules have long intrigued outsiders, but the situation unfolding with Rachel Zegler offers a rare glimpse into how the industry quietly distances itself from talent it deems problematic. As it stands, Zegler's name has subtly vanished from guest lists, press events, and red carpet appearances she was previously confirmed to attend.
So there were certain people that couldn't be hired. There was a whole ecosystem of blacklisting, and then I guess you'd call it sort of de-black.
Hollywood has always operated by a set of unspoken rules, subtle cues and silent decisions that determine who's in and who's out. Right now, Rachel Zegler appears to be learning that lesson in real time. Once a rising star with a promising trajectory, her name is reportedly being quietly scrubbed from guest lists, red carpets, and major press events she was previously confirmed to attend. And these aren't fringe indie gatherings. These are high-profile studio functions, early awards campaign circuits, and exclusive industry mixers where reputations are carefully curated. The shift began to draw attention after what should have been a breakout moment, her leading role in a much-hyped revival of Evita. Instead, that project seems to have marked a turning point. According to industry insiders, talk of sidelining Zegler started even before the production fell apart. Studio executives were allegedly considering distancing themselves during the early stages of rehearsal. Whatever unfolded on that set appears to have dramatically accelerated the process. Now, the freeze-out is unmistakable, and perhaps most telling is Zegler's own silence. For someone known for her sharp wit and strong presence online, her complete absence is striking. No pointed social media posts, no cryptic retweets, no subtle pushback. Just quiet. To many, that silence speaks louder than any statement could. It suggests that even her team is grappling with how quickly the tide has turned, and how few allies remain willing to stand beside her, at least for now. New behind-the-scenes accounts are shedding light on what allegedly went wrong during rehearsals for Evita, and the details suggest a production unraveling almost from day one. Multiple sources say tensions flared early, with Rachel Zegler reportedly clashing with the creative team in ways that went beyond typical artistic differences. According to insiders, Zegler began challenging the director's vision from the very first table read. She allegedly argued with vocal coaches in front of cast and crew, and even took it upon herself to rewrite sections of the script, without approval. What was intended to be a collaborative environment quickly became, in the words of one production, assistant, like walking on eggshells. Another described it bluntly. It felt less like rehearsals and more like damage control. The dysfunction apparently reached such a level that the crew began referring to the project as the circus. One cast member is even said to have walked out mid-rehearsal, declaring, "It's not worth the circus," before exiting for good. Perhaps most damning are rumors of a heated altercation between Zegler and a veteran Broadway actor, an argument reportedly so loud it echoed through the building.
everyday tasks done, and there's people who actually don't really care about who you are but care that you're someone. It gets really disrespectful and you're like,
According to multiple sources, the actor left the set that same day and has not been associated with the production since. Their name has quietly disappeared from all promotional materials. What makes this situation especially notable is the industry's near-silent response. There have been no official statements, no crisis management maneuvers, just a quiet, calculated withdrawal. Zegler was reportedly booked for a fitting with a major luxury fashion label ahead of a high-profile event last month, but the appointment was abruptly canceled with no explanation. She was also expected to attend a promotional gala for an upcoming ensemble film. While her co-stars walked the red carpet and the director gave interviews, Zegler was a no-show. Her absence unacknowledged, her name unmentioned. This is not the standard Hollywood approach to controversy. Usually, a narrative correction follows: the remorseful interview, the stylized photo spread, the strategically curated public re-entry. But in this case, Zegler's team seems unprepared, caught off guard by how quickly a behind-the-scenes theater issue spiraled into a broader industry cold shoulder. Without any clear path forward or public response, the silence is starting to say more than any statement could. According to one insider, Rachel Zegler is now being referred to in industry circles as PR Nepal, code for unpredictable terrain, a walking risk that publicists are actively warning their other clients to steer clear of. What's happening to Zegler goes far beyond the usual Hollywood fallout. It's become a case study in how the entertainment industry quietly exiles those it deems a liability. This isn't just a matter of skipping a few premieres. It's a calculated, systemic dismantling of a career in real time. Multiple sources confirm that after tensions from Evita began leaking beyond the rehearsal room, at least 2 major studios held closed-door meetings to reassess Zegler's public visibility. The outcome was swift. Invitations disappeared overnight, publicists pulled her from panel suggestions, and her name was quietly scrubbed from guest lists, despite being attached to several high-profile projects. One executive reportedly put it plainly, "We can't afford another headline. She's too volatile right now." In today's hyper-curated, image-obsessed Hollywood, Zegler's behavior isn't just perceived as difficult, it's seen as contagious. Representatives for other actors are said to be proactively avoiding any association with her. This isn't a formal blacklisting. It's something far more insidious. Strategic distancing, the kind that slowly drains momentum without a single official word. Take the press junket for a major summer blockbuster. Zegler was initially slated as one of the lead interviewees, but according to a PR assistant, her name was pulled from the call sheet just 48 hours before cameras rolled. Similarly, a high-profile streaming summit had her listed for a talent showcase panel, until she was removed without public explanation. But perhaps the most telling indicator of her current standing is the silence. Studio social media accounts that once tagged her enthusiastically have gone quiet. Co-stars who previously posted candid behind-the-scenes photos with glowing captions have stopped engaging altogether. One source claims that the cast of an upcoming ensemble film featuring Zegler has been explicitly instructed not to mention Evita in interviews. When one actor asked how to handle questions about her, a press rep allegedly replied, "We're not touching that mess." Even her digital presence reflects the freeze-out. The once steady stream of tags, retweets, and industry love has dried up, leaving behind a conspicuous void that says more than any official statement ever could. A director who once hailed her as the future of cinema hasn't liked or interacted with any of her posts in over a month. Former collaborators, producers, stylists, and high-profile industry insiders have gone completely silent. In an industry where social media engagement often doubles as informal PR, this kind of quiet retreat is far from subtle. The message is clear. Even a scheduled appearance at a charity gala for a cause Zegler had long championed was abruptly canceled without explanation, adding yet another layer to her growing isolation.